What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? So listen, I had to stop in and give y'all an extra little video. This is about a show that I believe I am gonna be reviewing. It ain't no believe. I will review every Sunday night when it comes on. Um, bitch. So I'm telling you now, if you have not watched it, all right, and you don't want no spoilers, log off this video, okay? Um, I'm just telling y'all. So this is a video about the shot. Listen, I just came back from shoveling and salting the goddamn fucking driveway. So this is what y'all get. Either fucking way, it's cold as shit out here in Chicago, and it's like 4, 6 degrees. But that's what we used to, okay? So it is what it is. But anyway, let's get into this review. Um, Lena Waithe. Okay, she did a couple of episodes or whatever. She, won. I think was it an Emmy or a Golden Globe? Either way, she won one of them big ass awards. Okay, for her show Master of None, that's on Netflix, and it's a really good show. And she's from Chicago too, so I was like, all right, Chi-Town stand up. Plus she LGBT. I said, come through, bitch. So I was here for that. And then, come to find out she was doing this TV series. At first I thought it was going to be just like a little TV movie or whatever, but come to find out it's a TV series called The Shy. And it's supposed to come on the premiere episode. If you have not seen it and you still want to go ahead and look at the review, or don't want to look at the premiere episodes of it, it comes on and it's supposed to originally premiere on Showtime, I think 8, 9 Central, whatever, at January 7th, which is my birthday. So in a couple of weeks. So I was seeing around that somebody had put out. At first I thought somebody leaked the shit. I ain't even gonna lie. I thought they leaked the episode. I was like, how is this episode on YouTube? But come to find out, they put the first episode on YouTube. It's on Showtime for free. It's on Amazon Video. If you have Amazon, it's on just about multiple platforms where you can watch the first episode for free and early. And I had a chance to watch it the other day. And let me just say this. This is going to be a really good show. This is going to be a really good show. Um, it's unfortunately dealing with a lot of stuff it's very true to Chicago right about now. And especially in the summertime, because that's when it's based in the summertime. I guess it's towards the end of school year because it's warm outside. Like I said, the kids were still in school. And, we deal with murders out here, young people getting killed, young people killing young people shooting young people, and sometimes these murders and stuff goes unsolved. And this is an unfortunate reality of Chicago for the most part. Not all the time, but for the most part, it is. And taking place on the fucking south side of goddamn Chicago. Y'all know I live on the south side. But I'm not going to go into detail about what the episode, base by base. It's like you can break it up into story by story and character by character, and then towards the end or towards the like middle, you can see how everyone's stories intertwine with each other because they connect somehow. When the episode starts off, you see this little boy, which I ain't even gonna lie, no fucking shade, I thought it was a little girl. I said, look at this little girl, what's she doing? Take your ass to school, bitch. It was a little boy. I said, oh, so he fam? No, he's not. He just like his little style. And I was like, he cute. Okay, I get it. Be you. Be free. He one of them kids that go against the norm or whatever. You know, I just like the little psychedelic colors that he be wearing and the way he had his hair and everything and his, seemed like the, uh, you know, chulo bikes and shit like that they be having in LA and stuff. It was cute. He riding around the neighborhood and I'm like, why the hell are you still out here at this time? And it is Chicago. He going to the store and we see Simon Drake from How to Get Away with Murder. I said, bitch. So that's why you got killed, thought, because you had another show you gonna pop up on. And we see his name is Kuji, okay? That's what they call him, Koji. And he basically is a hustler in his own right. He's a young boy, probably he was 16 years old, should have been in school, but he's just going around hustling, making a living for himself somehow on the street, how we always do. When the shop owner was about to close, he wanted something to drink and something to eat, and he was, negotiating the price about, well, how much you get this? Why is it $1 for the pop and all this shit when you only get it for wholesale for 17 cents? Why don't I just give it to you for 25 cents and you get 8 cents? You still make an 8-cent profit. One of them type of fast mouth, smart ass kids, but still lovable and all that. He winds up buying a pop and a beef jerky to go give to this dog, this stray dog that he's been taking care of out there on the 79th on the south side, okay? And it's further away from where he's supposed to be at. And all of a sudden, he hears a gunshot. Pop, pop. Before that, he hear people arguing in this house. And this house is a drug house that's owned by, the nigga that, on that corner or whatever. Then he comes out into the alley and he sees this boy, teenage boy, on the floor, gunshots to the chest. Now, instead of just going ahead, and see, this is where shit gets fucked up for Kuji, okay? Kuji was stupid. I'm just gonna say, he was a cute, lovable kid, but the nigga was stupid as fuck. I'm gonna just tell you this, okay? You see a body, and in this political climate and the racial climate and how, we ain't really for the cops, why you gonna stand there and then bend down over it? I understand, trying to see if he was still alive or whatever. Mind you, it was somebody else that was, looking and trying to give him the heads up that the cops was coming to get the fuck up out of there. Because this little dumb fuck gonna go ahead and take the boy's sneakers off his foot, okay, and then take his chain. And I'm sitting here like, what? Now, that's one thing, okay? And so he tried to hide his bike and he tried to blend in with the crowd because he heard, the cops coming. Because if the cops would have came and saw him over the body seeing what he doing, they would have probably thought that he did it. He still get caught by the cop. He get locked up a little bit. They try to interrogate him. He, kind of form a little bond with the detective that was, questioning him, talking about his shoes, like, where you get your shoes at? You need to go get your shoes from here and from there. And see, the shoes play a part into another storyline. We get introduced to Jacob Lattimore's character. Let me tell you something. I remember watching Jacob Lattimore when his ass was little as fuck. So it's a little bit weird. I'm not gonna lie, to see this little motherfucker when we first see him. Ass is in the window and he is getting head from this bitch. And I was like, girl, what the fuck? Jacob, go put some clothes on. I want to see your ass crack. I know you said you was a little kid. That's how I feel, right? Go look up Jacob Lattimore when he was on YouTube, him and his brothers or whatever, singing their asses off. And, back then, I think when B2K used to be popping or whatever, or right after that, the mindless behavior shit, he was supposed to be a singer. I know he still do some music, but I feel like the acting thing, since it's really popping off for him, he needs to stick to that because that's what's really popping off. And he does a really good job. Now, his whole thing, he is a hoe. And he also a hustler, too. And I had to say a hoe because he has multiple kids. And then he has another girl who comes in while he was at the shop, trying to get buy some sneakers. And she was like, this your baby. You need to pay child support and all this stuff. Of course, calls a goddamn saying get kicked out. He was like, fuck it, we gonna go take a paternity test. Next thing you know, his mama come up in there with the baby because the girl done dropped the baby off at the house with the results from the paternity test saying that, bitch, you are the father. She was like, let me tell you something. I am not about to be watching these kids no more. This is all on you, okay, bitch? You're going to have to go out there and get you a real job, get you some more hours or whatever the fuck. You make these kids, bitch, you're going to have to watch and take care of them. I said, I know that's right. Mind you, when his first scene come in, they was fucking in the window. Well, he was getting his dick sucked in the window for the simple fact that he was looking out for his mama. Okay, he stayed at his mama's place. And he was looking out for her to see when she was coming in so he wouldn't get caught with a bitch up in the room. And he still got caught. Put that little girl underneath the goddamn bed. She was like, what's your name, girl? What's your name? Keisha. You want some breakfast, Keisha? Some bacon? No, because we only got sausage, bitch. Get your ass from underneath that. I said, girl, Couldn't find out little Jacob is a hoe and he a hustler. He gets gym shoes, I guess different types of sneakers, limited editions, and he buy them off of people and all that. We later see once Kuji gets out of jail, his mom is played by Kima. If you ever watch The Wire, Detective Kima, who was up there with Bunk and them, the lesbian, okay? She played a mama. She played a cracked out mama who just want to blame everybody for their problems, who have issues with the older son. And the older son, he works at a restaurant, one of these top notch restaurants out here in Chicago, and he's up for a position to be put on the line so he can get higher pay, get the more experience that he can, so that he can gather that all up and be able to open up his own shop with his own restaurant with his girlfriend, Jerica. And his mama is just a mess, and I see so much of her. That was how my aunt was. She was just always on that shit, always with a nigga, always in some stuff, and then want to blame other people for their problems as the reason why your kids turned out the way they did and all this shit. But anyway, they're half brothers, okay? And so we see Lil Kuji go off the porch, and when they finally get out, and Brandon, that's his name, he comes down there with the mom to get him out of jail, and they let him go because they couldn't find nothing on him. He didn't do anything technically, but they did tell him, where the sneakers go, where did the necklace go from the boy that got killed. And he was like, I don't know what you're talking about. We later see him go get his bike and stuff, and in his book bag is the sneakers, and he goes to Jacob Lattimore's house to give him the sneakers, and he gave him some money for it. Not only do he take the sneakers to Jacob Lattimore, he takes the necklace and he puts it on him. And I'm sitting here like, they just told you they trying to find this boy's killer, and you gonna put the necklace on because they couldn't find his possessions. They know that the necklace and the sneakers are missing, but yet you gonna put the necklace on in broad daylight and just walk around like everything's all to the good. I said, you know what? These young kids are dumb as shit sometimes, okay? Y'all want to be grown, but y'all do the dumbest stuff. That's what got him caught up, all right? That's part of what got him caught up. Brandon, Brandon and the wife of the chef at that restaurant, she wanna fuck. I'm just gonna put that out there. She wants to fuck, and 9 out of 10, she probably will gonna try to get him trapped. I say, Brandon, you better step away, do like this. No, 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 no. Okay, don't do that. Um, with the boy who got killed, he was a good kid. And they trying to figure out, why was he at the place that he was at? They said he was at a party, and this guy named Ronnie, who he thought was the daddy of the boy, come to find out he's not. The boy's name is Jason, and he said, but I still raised him like he was my own, and looked out for him and all this stuff. And we see his mom. We see, first of all, when we first see him, we got the typical nigga sitting outside on the porch just shooting the shits, and he come out there shooting the shits with them, and then the cops roll up and throw him in the car. And I was like, wait a minute, are you trying to put up a front? Is he a CI or something? But the cops basically, Ronnie one of them dudes that everybody know in the neighborhood, okay? And they wind up just saying that, Jason is killed. They go down to the morgue. We see his mom in there with the body crying and all that stuff. And then later we see them in the house, and the memorial at the school and all this. And she was like, if you want to do something, you find the motherfuckers who did this shit. Because the cops ain't going to do nothing. And see, that set off a chain. All right. And this is how everything's finna be connected. We got Jacob's character getting the shoes from Kuji. Kuji's brother is Brandon at the the restaurant. He was gonna stay with Brandon, and the only reason he left so that he can go get his bike. The next day, he wasn't even there for 2 days before something happened to him. He didn't come home right at the right time. He stayed out a little late doing what he usually do, and then um, Ronnie, he goes and he talks to the dude that heads up that corner, and he was like, y'all got the heat coming down on us. The cops coming over here asking us shit. We don't know shit about what happened to that boy, but my nigga over here, little young boy over here, he saw a little nigga that was over there. So they called him over there. He described Kuji, and I was like, nigga, you ain't had to say shit. Even though, cause like he gave Kuji the heads up that the cops was coming so he can get the fuck up out of there. He did just like that so he can go. And now you gonna trick on him to Ronnie, and Ronnie found him. He described him to his hair and all this stuff. Found him at the store getting something to drink. He had just locked his bike up, and what really set Ronnie off is the fact that he had that necklace on him. And of course, Kuji, being a little dumb kid, gonna say, I don't know why, I don't know, you don't know about this necklace and all this shit, trying to deny that he knew the boy, that he seen the boy. And then he was like, I gave him that necklace, so I know you lying and all this shit. And Ronnie didn't even want to hear the boy out. He was like, okay, okay. Like I told the cops, I saw him on the floor and I was just checking to see if he was alive. And he was telling the truth at that moment. He was telling the truth at that moment. Ronnie wasn't trying to hear it, and Ronnie winds up getting into a scuffle with him and accusing him of killing his son or killing his play son, and he wound up shooting him in the chest. So Kuji is dead now. Now see, this all plays into another story where we get these middle school children, three boys that's best friends or whatever. Little Papa, little fat ass. He was like, I'm not fat, bitch. I'm husky. We used to say that shit all the fucking time. No, bitch, we fat. We fat. But this Kevin, he like, I guess the main one that we gonna be focusing on. He got a little thing for this girl named Andrea. I think that's her name. Either way, he was trying to talk to her, but she wouldn't really want to talk to him. You know how when you kids or whatever, you like somebody and they only time they give you a time of play is if you try to sign up for the same thing they doing and all this shit. So she played that role with him. I said, y'all too young to be playing these games with each other. Oh, if you want to talk to me, sign up for the Wiz, okay? Then we can talk up in there about the play. I said, Kevin, go away, cause she playing games. We already see what she gonna do. Now Kevin's sister is the girl that is Keisha. The little bitch that Jacob Lattimore was fucking in the room when the mama called her. Mind you, side note, Jacob Lattimore's mama, I don't know if y'all ever seen, okay, Lucy Pearl's video. Um, Damn, not Dance Tonight. It was the other one. She was the video girl in that. She played the teacher in the Get Down that was trying to get the main character, I can't remember his fucking name, get him into the schools and stuff, encouraging him because he was smart with his poetry and all that shit. Also, if you go back, it was a TV movie, I think either on HBO or Showtime, called Stranger Inside, when his lesbian was trying to go inside and get herself locked up to find out what her mama was because her mama was in jail. And come to find out the bitch was playing her the whole time. She really wasn't her mama. That's what she is. I was like, oh my God. Just about everybody up in this movie, in this series, I should say, we know or you have seen somewhere. So I like that. Um, but little Kevin wanted to get with the girl he was taking. He was a little scared. He was trying to buy his time. But you always got that one homie in the group that's like, you taking too fucking long. I'm gonna get that. And of course he gonna go out with the girl or ask the girl out. So he get pissed off and eventually they little kids, they can't stay mad at each other that long. So they squared that up. It was like, fuck these bitches. I was like, they got this shit down to the T of how these kids be. And I don't care if it's in Chicago or anywhere else. Them kids be cursing their ass off. And you want to know how I know that? Because when I was in grammar school, bitch, my mouth was nasty as fuck too. Okay? It was just like it is now, right? Ain't shit changed. Kids do shit behind their parents' back that they wouldn't do in their face, okay? When they not around. But he gets up there, do the little audition for the Wiz, and she starts smiling at him and all that shit. He was singing the Tin Man, and I was like, see, girls play games. Girls play games. Yeah, y'all bitches do. I mean, not to call y'all bitches, but y'all do. Me do. It is what it is. But that him and his boys was walking home, and they come across the whole altercation that happened between Ronnie and Kuji. So he's a witness. And Ronnie even came up to the boy and he thought, he was like, look, bro, I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen nothing. Please don't. So he just bad in his time, and they had a little funeral for Brandon. For Kuji. Brandon give this fucking speech about his brother. And when I tell you that was some real ass acting. Like I can see them getting some Emmy nominations, and if they don't get no Emmy nominations for this show just for this first episode alone, I know with some bullshit going the fuck on. Because mama, when he starts talking about his brother, bitch, I said, did your brother get shot for real? Did this just turn into real life? Because he was crying. Like he was crying like somebody really got killed just that moment. And the emotions and everything, like, bitch, I don't really cry when I look at certain stuff. But bitch, I was in here bawling. I was in here bawling like, I didn't have to do that to Gucci. Oh my God. I was just in here like a mess. I was a fucking mess. I said, no, this should not be doing this shit to me like this. But after the funeral, the mama getting all upset at Brandon and blaming him. And I was just like, what the fuck? It's not his fault. Bitch, you should have raised him better. Okay, you should have been looking out for him. But, of course, it really had nothing to do with neither one of them, to be quite honest. And Ronnie brought that necklace over there to to Jason's mama house as if he did something like he caught the killer. No, bitch, you didn't catch the killer. You killed an innocent child. All right, so now I just can't wait to see how that unfolds. And we still don't know the reason why Jason was in that area and what caused him to get killed like that. Oh, it's so good, so good. Brandon, I thought he was gonna mess up. He came back to work. The chef was like, "Look, bitch, I thought you had the funeral today. You go home and take some time off." He was like, "Just let me work. Just let me work, okay?" I was like, "Let him work. If he cut his hands off, I hope y'all got insurance." But he did his thing, and that's when the wife come up to him and was talking about how you did good and you was this and you was that. And I said, Brandon, quit smiling with this bitch before she get you caught up, okay? Brandon go out and he finds Kevin. Somehow he get linked up to Kevin because he come across Jacob when he was getting his brother's bike finally. And Jacob came out there with some pampers and stuff. And he was talking to him about how he knew him, and he was like, I didn't know that was your brother or whatever. And so he was telling him how somebody else, the shop owner, I think, said he saw somebody, you know, who saw him, and they pointed to where he lived at, and it was little Kevin. So Brandon go up there talking to Kevin, trying to get him to tell him what he saw. And of course, because of the code of the street, and he don't want to be the next target, he really wasn't trying to say anything. This little motherfucker said, "Bitch, give me that bike, and I'll tell you what I know." He was like, "Nah, bruh, I got $42 on me. You can have that." He was like, "Okay, cool. Give me the $42 and the bike." I said, little kids, you just want to slap the shit out of them sometimes. But he gave it to him. They were sitting there talking, and they was walking, and next thing you know, he pulled up and he was like, "Stop." And there he go right there. The dude in the hat. He pointed out Ronnie. So what I'm thinking, like, that's basically how the episode ended. I'm so intrigued as to see how it's gonna come out that Ronnie killed the wrong person. And then how Brandon, whether or not he's gonna let this rage that he has, and it's probably like this need for revenge and answers and to get back at the person who took his little brother from him, how he's gonna let that affect his work. Is he gonna do it on an up and up, or is he gonna get himself in trouble and jeopardize all that he's working up towards being, this chef and owning his own restaurant? Is he gonna make that mistake back going after Ronnie? Because in the preview for the season, we see him get a gun, and Jerica, his girlfriend, was not here for that shit, and so I'm so intrigued to see how that's gonna play out, and also what the fuck happened to Jason, who did it, why they did it, and just what, because he seemed like one of those innocent kids that, just was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I just hope it don't come out that little Jason had some little dirt to him too, So hey, you just never fucking know. But I will tell y'all this. Ashley will be reviewing it. Like I said, it comes on. If you did not see the episode, and if they don't still have it on YouTube, I know it's on Amazon Video. That's why I watched it. Um, it comes on January 7th. Okay, Showtime. Just look at your local listings and, see what time it comes on. Every Sunday. It's such a good show. That pilot was so powerful. And Ashley will be back to review it each and every Sunday. So, if you've seen it, put your comments down in the comments. Let's discuss your thoughts, your ideas, what you think gonna happen. Jacob Lattimore is a straight up hoe on this. He literally named off like 2 or 3 kids that he already had, plus this one that he got. That is so, girl. Anyway, let me stop. Y'all, enjoy the rest of y'all week, and I will see you guys later. Peace.